My name is Hamza, and up until I was like 17 years old, I was this awkward video gamer where I just was so shy around girls. I remember one time I had my best friend round my house who was a lot more social than I was, and he looked at me a little bit awkwardly and he asked me a question. He said, "Hamza, don't you want a girlfriend?" He had had multiple girlfriends like through the last few years of high school, and I had never even kissed a girl at this point. And he asked me the question with almost like a confused look on his face, like he couldn't understand why I couldn't just talk to girls. And it was for a mixture of reasons. I was traumatized at home. My mother was like quite weird with me speaking to girls. I remember one time I was talking to her about, like, oh yeah, my friend has got a girlfriend and I want one to have a girlfriend. And she literally forbade me. Like she literally said, no, I'm not allowed to have a girlfriend up until I'm 16 and I pass my studies. I get to 16 years old and she's still not letting me. Like my parents literally didn't let me have a girlfriend. And so obviously that brought like a lot of autistic, weird, shy, awkward energy when I was trying to mix with girls in high school. But I get to a certain age, like 17, 18, 19, and I start watching dating videos on YouTube, pickup artist videos, and particularly videos about cold approaching. And so I start doing the hard work. I start going up to girls in broad daylight and cold approaching them and speaking to them. And it works. I literally start getting girls' numbers. And, my heart's beating fast on these approaches, but I'm starting to feel like more and more confident. I've got this girl's number. I've got this girl's number. That's where it would all fuck up. I did the hard part of going up to cold approach a girl. I would get their numbers or Snapchat or Instagram, but they would never meet me after that. The conversation would always die out. They'd always end up just kind of ignoring one random message. Then I'd double text them after a few days. And then, we start another like kind of shitty, dry conversation, and it ends up dying again and again and again. The problem was that getting a girl's number or Instagram is just fucking lame, and there's something so much better than that. Just quickly, I made a video on everything you need to attract a good girl in 2024. I'll have that linked at the top of the description and the pinned comment. Open that up and then watch it after you finish watching this video. So here's the new practical, no bullshit advice that I would tell you if you're a guy who's getting into cold approaching. You're somewhere in public and you see a cute girl. Walk over there, approach her, say whatever you want, get into the conversation, roast her, flirt with her a little bit. And then the key moment is, instead of asking her, like, can I get your number? Ask her, what are you doing after this? Let's go get a coffee together. Let's go for a walk together. Ask her to do something there and then, because a small percentage of girls, the ones who are really into you, they'll literally say yes, and instantly out of nowhere, you're literally on a date like that. And just in cases you might feel a little bit scared to ask the question of like, do you want to go and hang out right now? The way that I would kind of bring that up is like subtly move the conversation into our schedules for today. So imagine you go up to this girl in the gym and you say, oh, how many sets do you have left? I wanted to go on this machine too. And she says 3 sets. And you say like, oh yeah, you're really cute. I haven't seen you in this gym before. My name's Hamza. What's your name? And she's like, well, and it might feel a little bit hard if you go from that kind of normal conversation to instantly asking, do you want to hang out with me straight away? But the way I transition once I was in a conversation for a few minutes is asking her a casual question of, what are you doing after this? What are you doing after you finish this workout? And she says, oh, I've got to go pick up some groceries and then I'm going to go and, just like do some work when I get home. That's when I would ask, do you want to go and get a coffee quick after this? And don't even worry about her response to this, because look, if she likes you, she'll say yes. If she likes you, but she's genuinely busy, she'll tell you that, and most likely she'll help to organize a time that you guys can meet up. Like, just by her response, you'll know if she's into you. If she's not into you at all, if she's not attracted to you, then she'll come up with some polite excuse and saying like, oh no, sorry, not interested, or I'm too busy. And you'll notice just from her social mannerisms, her body language, and the way that she kind of responded to this invite, if she was into you at all. So basically, if she says no, it's not a problem because you haven't even lost anything, but at least you actually shot your shot. And you want to know why this is going to work so much better for you? Because it's actually so much more natural and authentic. Because look, imagine if you never watched like a cold approach video before on YouTube. You never really had an idea of what a cold approach is supposed to be like. You were just a man with healthy levels of testosterone. When you see a cute looking girl over there and you wanted to go speak to her, be honest, why would you want to go speak to her? What is the thing that you wanted to do? Don't fucking lie. You wanted to fuck. That's the truth. Now, you might not want to be a degenerate and have sex before marriage or anything like that, but you basically wanted to connect with this girl. The goal in your mind when you saw a woman out in the wild was not to get her fucking contact details so that you can communicate through text message like in the digital world. That was never your real goal, right? Your real goal when you see a cute girl is to basically connect with her and to enjoy times with her. And so when you go up and you are pushing for this spontaneous date, that's what your real, like healthy, masculine testosterone body wanted. When you go up with this bullshit paradigm of what cold approach is supposed to be like, and you're supposed to get the number close or some bullshit like that, you're following like a script that you've seen on some YouTube video, which isn't natural, because we as men often don't want to fucking just text a girl. We wanted to hang out with her. Another benefit of you going for this spontaneous date is that you'll stand out amongst other guys. Let's just be totally fucking honest. Even good girls have literally 5, 10, 15 guys that they're currently speaking to at any time. What's interesting is if we ask most girls right now, how many guys are you speaking to? Most of them would probably say like none. If we looked through their phone, you would literally see 15 guys that they're basically stringing along, but they don't see it as like speaking to them. But those guys do. So most girls will literally like have a horde of fucking little beta male simps sending them messages that they're, you know, casually sending them messages on Snapchat and Instagram and texting. And you're basically just merge into that little horde of zombies following this girl if you get her contact details and you start texting her. And of course, you might stand out. You might be like this big fucking Chad. You might have lots of followers and stuff. You might be the one who stands out, who she ends up meeting. But it's more likely that you will just be mixed in with like the group of the guys that are currently trying to sleep with her and they're texting her all the time. When you speak to a girl and you go on this spontaneous date with her, if she says yes, you're basically fucking in, because of how much extra connection will be built, because you guys will probably spend like an hour, maybe even more together. Just that alone will make you stand out so much more than every other guy that she's currently texting or she's speaking to on dating apps, because she's had like an hour of, you know, memories with you. And that's if it doesn't even go that well. Let's say if you go in for the kiss and she's receptive. Now, like, you're one of the very few guys that she's actually kissed. So now it's like an actual very significant thing. Again, compared to being the 50 guys in her DMs right now, it makes you stand out. You know that like the brutal sort of gut-wrenching truth of the dating scene, that there's guys out there who want to fuck the girl that you want. There's many guys who do. The problem is for those guys, they're all in her DMs and she might eventually meet them, but you can literally jump in front of the line by asking her to do something right now. If you ask for her number, you're just another guy in this group. If you ask for the spontaneous date, you've literally jumped in front of guys who've been texting her for weeks, and that probably will make you feel like a fucking like primal strong man right there. When you go for this spontaneous date with a girl, there's another benefit, because if you're the kind of guy who doesn't often enjoy texting, or if you can admit you're probably not really that good at like texting and flirting online, which most guys aren't, then this gives you the opportunity to connect with her more in person. Because again, if you're not that good at texting, or if you don't enjoy it, why would you want a girl's number or Instagram? Why not just push to hang out with her there and then, to have a longer conversation with her there and then? That's most likely where you'd do better, right? Most guys would agree that if we can spend a few hours with a girl, we might be able to flirt with her and get her to like us. It's through texting where it's very difficult to show your personality, and, you know, it's just kind of annoying, and you've got to reply to a text, but you don't want to have like these long, simpy conversations where you're asking stupid questions, like if you have any siblings. And so texting is really only for logistics. But then so many girls, when you're texting them for logistics and trying to book dates with them, they're not really replying, or they're not free on this day. And if you try and like ask them, are you free on Friday? She says no. You ask her, are you free on Saturday? She says no, and the conversation basically just fucking dies. If you're a guy who doesn't fucking like texting, why would you even want a girl's number in the first place? So just go fucking up and just see if you can go and hang out with her immediately. So here's like the autistically detailed practical action step that I want you to follow, so you get like real benefits from following this video. When you go to the gym today or tomorrow, go in there with a nice happy mood, smile, fist bump a couple of guys so that you're in like this social mood. That's very important, because that'll make it so much easier for you to cold approach. Then when you see a cute girl, just go up to her with a friendly smile on your face and say whatever bullshit comes to mind. Hi, excuse me, do you know what time this gym closes tonight? Hi, excuse me, I don't think we spoke before. My name's Hamza. What's your name? That's usually the opening sentence that I personally use, because I mostly cold approach like in the gym. I'll literally just say, hi, excuse me, I don't think we've met just yet. My name's Hamza. What's your name? That's it. It makes it seem like you're a very social guy who meets people inside of the gym. We have a little conversation. She tells me her name's Sarah. Then I ask her like, oh, what are you training today? Oh yeah, like I saw you hitting this thing. Okay, yeah, I do this thing. I'm training back today. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go for a PR on this. You know, we're just having a little bit of a conversation. Oh yeah, what's your routine? Like, oh, how long have you, just like literally just humans connecting with each other. And that's when you say the line, what are you doing after this? What's your schedule like for today? Oh yeah, I'm doing this. Do you want to get a coffee after this once we finish up? Just try it, because the thing is, look, if she says no, you've lost nothing, and then you can still ask for the number or Instagram if you want anyway. If she says yes, you've just got a fucking date and you're in right now, and that's significant, and you should be so fucking happy, and you're gonna go have a sick time. That's way better than going to get like a girl's number and being another fucking guy in her notifications. I think that you're more likely to get a girl like this because girls want men who have got massive fucking balls, who will go up to them fearlessly and just fucking say what they want. Instead of pretending like you want to text her when you just want to actually spend time with her, the man with balls tells her, I want to spend time with you. Come on, let's go do something right now. Be the guy in the real world who she's like thinking about and she's almost slightly intimidated by how confident you were, rather than just another fucking guy in her DMs, in her notifications, where you don't feel good, she doesn't even respect you, she's not even into you, because there's another guy out there after watching this video who's going to implement this tactic on the girl that you want. And if you pussy out and don't ask to, spend time with her straight away, there's another guy that might do. And imagine if he connects better with this girl who could have been yours, just because you were too afraid to ask her to do something right away and you wanted the comfort of your phone in your bedroom to send her a little message first. Because all the guys will use this tactic and they're the ones connecting with these women. I'd rather that be you. Do this right now. Just scroll down, click on the subscribe button. You'll see more videos like this. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.